Hi friends, it's Chris Lawler. I had somebody ask about the heart pop-up card and how to put it together. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to share that and make a card using the new card kit from the Stamps of Life. So this is the die that you get for the heart pop-up card. This is the inside die that goes on the inside of your card. This is what it looks like. You can see the heart comes up and then there's a couple smaller hearts on the sides. So you get the main foundation die to cut out your pop-up, and then you get these panels that layer to the left and to the right of the heart. And then in addition to that, you get a smaller heart to go over these two pieces, or on those two sides. So let me show you how easy it is to put it together. So basically I've got my two pieces that layer, my main foundation, and then I cut a half sheet, half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So you can use, obviously, Stamps of Life carries dies that will allow you to do a card base, or you can just cut those larger sheets that come in the card kit in half and then score down the middle. So sometimes I work with cardstock that's a little more difficult to, like if it's a thicker cardstock, I will use one of the dies, but I think most of the cardstocks now work pretty well. So there's my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this back up, and I will adhere this to the inside of my card. So all you're going to do is you're going to fold along the middle. It's a valley fold. Your heart is a mountain fold. And then just kind of let's just get it started and then see how we want those smaller ones to go. So I'm going to kind of push those forward and then just kind of, let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of score this. Probably don't have to, but I think it helps a little. And then I'm just going to kind of pop these, because I think when the card is mailed, is flat, these should be forward. So let's kind of push those up. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'm just going to kind of give it a quick score like that, and that's how that is. So what I'm going to do next, I think it's important to make sure you get it lined up well with the inside of your card. You want basically score line to score line. So then what I'm going to do next is just add my glue. Just add a quick bead of glue along here. It doesn't need to be perfect. If you'd rather use like a tape runner or something, I think that'll work too. I just feel that the glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room, and I don't know, it's just what I've always used. When I started stamping, we didn't have tape runner. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side, and then there we go. Hold this down. Press, press, press. Okay, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. You just kind of run it through your die cut machine, and then you're going to want to have mountain fold, mountain fold, mountain fold. So that's easy. All of the hearts have a mountain fold, and then this is your only valley fold. So that's pretty much it. Now it's ready to decorate. One thing I do want to point out is there are decorative panels. Oh, here they are. All right, so next, now you have an option here too. Like if you wanted to stamp on here, I would just leave it like this, but I'm not really sure. This is I'm making like a Valentine's Day card for my husband. So I think it makes the heart jump out a little more to have that contrast with the white paper. So that's what I decided to do. But you really, if you know, say you were doing a bunch of cards for charity and you needed to kind of go, or just mass producing cards, you know, you could definitely just go with, you know, the main card die, you know, the main heart part as is. You don't need to do the panels. I just think it's a nice touch. And as long as you know, get them lined up well, I think it just kind of finishes it off. So I've got the one side there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So let's get that and go ahead and just spend a minute getting that lined up. And I probably could have lined up the one on the left a little better, so I'm just going to kind of mimic where I put that one. So that's what we have. So let's just kind of take a look. So just to recap for that part of the card, this is the foundation. This is what I cut out in red. And these are what I cut out in the white. Okay. And then just to kind of further finish things off, I'm going to add these hearts on top as well. So again, mountain fold, I can just kind of press it down. Now these you definitely want to line up. You want to take an extra minute and get those lined up well. Okay. And then there we go. So that's, oops, let's get that one on there. Make sure that's stuck on. Okay. So I'm actually gonna do this and let that dry a little bit. And we're gonna switch over to this part. So what I did here was I took this background die that also released with the unicorns and cut it out in purple. And then I did some ink blending onto a white sheet of cardstock and then glued it behind my background. And then I've got this unicorn. This is from the card kit this month. It's the All Smiles collection. It's a really cute pattern paper pad this month, as well as some really great embellishments. And you even get an A1 unicorn folded die set, which is really cute. That'll be a lot of fun to cut out and make into a project. But what I'm going to do here, actually, since this is pretty much done drying, I'm going to go ahead and fold that shut. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto my card base, just to kind of just create some additional pressure for the inside pop-up to kind of keep it in place. Again, I'm just gonna kind of make sure that's lined up well. So there we go. And my unicorn will go off to the right. Go ahead and put that down. And then I thought these stickers were really cute. And I like the For You. I like that it's blue. It's a little more masculine for a card to give to my husband. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of adhere these down. I want to make sure to get them where I want them, because once these are down, you can't really get them back up. So that looks pretty good. So this is what we've got. We've got the front of the card. It says for you. And then you open it up and it reveals a heart pop-up surprise. And I will probably die cut a sentiment to include on the inside and then just write my message right onto the panel. Even though there is that pattern, there's still enough space where if you use like a felt tip pen, it should work out just fine. So there you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you're interested in this die set and or picked it up during the flash sale, you can have an idea for a card. If it is out of stock, because I know when I filmed this video the stock was a little low, you can definitely click the notify me and it will get you'll get a notification when it's restocked, and then you can go ahead and pick it up. Thanks so much.